If you're hearing this, it means the tape made it out. The story you're about to hear happened. Every word of it. The government scrubbed the files, erased the recordings, burned the forest maps. But the trees still remember. November 5th, 1975, 7 loggers drove into the Arizona woods. Only 6 returned. 5 nights later, their missing friend crawled out of the dark, naked, trembling, eyes full of light. He didn't say he saw a UFO. He said he met the architects of silence. Part 1. The night the sky broke open. Dusk in the woods, chainsaws dying, smoke curling off the stumps. Then silence. Not peace. Warning. A glow pulsed beyond the pines. Blue, electric, wrong. It floated, a disk humming like metal dreaming. The air thickened until breathing hurt. "Don't go near it," someone yelled. But Travis stepped forward, eyes locked on the light. Curiosity is gravity, and gravity doesn't ask permission. The beam hit him before the others could blink. A column of blue fire, clean, surgical. It lifted him off the ground, body rigid, arms wide, then slammed him back into the dirt. "He's dead." The men ran, tires screamed, hearts broke. When they returned minutes later, the clearing was empty. No Travis, no craft, only a blackened circle of soil that still glowed red at its edges. By morning, deputies were calling it homicide. By noon, federal agents were on the scene. And by nightfall, the first lie had already been written. Part 2. Inside the light. He woke to brightness so pure it hurt. A ceiling that breathed, air sweet like chemicals and rain. He couldn't move, paralyzed but awake. Something hummed beneath the table, steady as a heartbeat. 3 shapes leaned over him, small, thin, skin like fog, eyes black and endless. They didn't speak. They entered him, thoughts that weren't his flashing through his mind. Fear, confusion, dissected memories. He screamed. The sound didn't travel. A needle-thin device slid toward his chest. Instinct took over. He swung, connecting with something soft. The being stepped back in perfect unison, not angry, not afraid, calculating. He ran. Corridors twisted like reflections in water. Walls pulsed, lights chased him. Each step felt slower, heavier, like gravity was rewriting itself. Then the dome, stars spinning overhead, constellations rearranging themselves. And in the center, a human silhouette in gold. He begged for help. It stared through him. Then the mask. Cold plastic, hiss of gas. Darkness. When he opened his eyes again, he was lying on a deserted road under real stars, barefoot, trembling, mouth full of the word, "Why?" Part 3. The truth they tried to bury. Doctors said trauma, but his vitals said impossible. Dehydrated but alive. No food, no sleep. 5 missing days, yet no beard growth. Time, for him, had stopped behaving. The 6 witnesses were interrogated until their nerves broke. Lie detectors, hypnosis, threats. Every test came back the same, truthful. A deputy whispered, if they're lying, they rehearsed with God. Then came the leak. Project Aquarius, an old Air Force memo about a contact event in the Arizona sector. Same date, same coordinates.
A military satellite recorded a thermal flare at 7:42 p.m., the precise minute Travis vanished. 2 days later, the file was deleted. Official cause? Magnetic corruption. Years later, Hollywood turned it into Fire in the Sky. Travis watched it once. He said, "They made it emotional. It wasn't. It was surgical." He avoided interviews, avoided light, but the hum followed. Streetlights flickered when he passed. Compasses spun. Dogs hid. And sometimes he'd stop mid-sentence, frozen, listening to something only he could hear. In one rare interview, he whispered, "They didn't take me by mistake. They were checking the hardware." Journalists laughed until physicists noticed something. The propulsion system he described, rotating fields, gravity amplifiers, plasma lenses, didn't exist publicly in 1975. But identical diagrams appeared in declassified files 20 years later. Coincidence or contamination? Part 4. The Whispered Ending. Decades later, Travis returned to the forest. The clearing was overgrown, but the soil still pulled at metal, faintly magnetic, as if remembering the beam. He knelt, touched the ground, whispered, "You're still here." The wind died. Somewhere behind the trees, something answered with a hum so low it trembled in his bones. He froze. It wasn't coming from the forest. It was coming from inside him. They called him crazy, a liar, a man chasing fame. But 5 days are missing. 6 witnesses never changed their story. And the government still refuses to release the raw data. Every new UAP disclosure, every leaked Navy video is just an echo of that night in the woods. Because Travis Walton didn't escape the light. He was returned, a transmitter disguised as a man. And somewhere above the tree line, the sky hums a note that never ends. Maybe it's waiting. Maybe it's listening. So if you ever drive through the Arizona timber and see a blue glow between the trees, don't step closer. The light remembers who touched it, and it always comes back for its own.